So I am back with the best tactics on FM24 using Man City, Brighton and Southampton season preview to finish 1st, 10th and 20th. And the tactic that I'm testing today is another tactic by Knap. It's called FM25 Heartbreaker 4240, no strikers, RMP 100 ECCC. Like I said, no strikers. With Man City, this is going to be a big problem because there's no Haaland. If you train Haaland to play as a shadow striker, I'm sure it'd be absolutely fantastic in the role. But in this test, he's most probably not going to be showing up. This is the best 11 for Man City on your screen. Like I say, no Haaland. If you could do me a favour, leave a like, subscribe and all that good stuff. I much appreciate it. But that's it. Let's get to the results and check out if Man City can win anything without Haaland. But before we get to those results, let's check out Southampton's results. In the Carabao Cup, they got to the semi-final, which is really good for them. Sadly, it's Man City. We beat them at home 1-0, then got absolutely thrashed away from home 5-2. And in the FA Cup, it's a really good win against Newcastle 5-1. Knocked out Stockport County in the 4th round, needed a replay, but lost to Fulham in the 5th round 1-0. Now we're on to Brighton and their Carabao Cup. Well, they beat Fulham 5-1, but they couldn't beat Deadpool's Wrexham, losing here 1-0 in the 3rd round. And in the FA Cup, they've done really well. They knocked us out Watford, West Ham, Chelsea, Villa. Fulham seem to be popping up everywhere. And Fulham beat us 3-2 and they needed extra time. Feel we could have got to the final here. Now we're on to Man City, starting with the Community Shield. This is nice and comfortable, beating Man United 5-0. No Haaland. And in the Carabao Cup, well, we knew they knocked out Southampton in the semi-final. Then in the final, it was Villa. And we lost here 1-0. Very disappointing. And in the FA Cup, we knocked out Bolton, Plymouth, Man United. Derby game, really good result 4-2. Knocked out Coventry, but lost in the semi-final against Liverpool 1-0. On to the Champions League now, where we topped our group and we won all 6 games. We didn't drop a single point in the group stages. Then in the knockout rounds, beat Bologna, beat Atletico Madrid in the quarter-final, but couldn't beat Barcelona, losing here 4-2 at home, which is really terrible at the Etihad, and then drawn 0-0 away from home, which is not that bad, but losing on aggregate 4-2. On to the league now, where Man City's done okay without a Haaland. 86 points. They won 27, drew 5, lost 6, a goal difference of 74. But Brighton, Southampton, I'm really impressed with this because Brighton finished with 70 points, 4th place, Champions League football next season. And Southampton going to be playing in Europe next season and 58 points, which is great. Top goal scorer in the league is Kevin De Bruyne, playing as that shadow striker. Got 32 goals. João Pedro playing as a shadow striker for Brighton, not Bolton, Brighton, with 18 goals. Kevin De Bruyne with an average rating of a 7.61 and Kyle Walker with a 7.29. Kevin De Bruyne, he's not just scoring the goals, he's got the assist in him as well with 16 assists, and he's got the player of the match awards with 10. And we can see down here clean sheets, Edison's got 19. So all in all, without Haaland, Man City done okay. Now let's look at some player stats, and Kevin De Bruyne in all competitions, he actually scored 44 goals, which is phenomenal. He also has the most assists with Man City with 27, surprise, surprise, and he's their best performer with a 7.49 in all competitions. And when we look at Haaland, as expected, he didn't play a single game, and now Liverpool and Barcelona want to loan him. On to Brighton now, and their top goal scorer in all competition was João Pedro with 23 goals. And their assists were coming from Ferdi Cadola with 9. And Brighton's best performer with 2 goals, 5 assists, but a good average rating for them with a 7.08 is the left back. On to Southampton now, and their top goal scorer in all competitions was Adam Armstrong with 15 goals. And their assists were coming from Charlie Taylor with 10, but he's also their best performer with an average rating of a 7.09. So now let's check out the team stats on this. So you've got Man City with 2.26, Brighton in 4th place with a 1.84, and then we got our team Southampton in 7th place with a 1.53. I love seeing all 3 teams in the top 8. Most goals, City top with 102. Brighton doing well as well with 78. Southampton a little bit low. I would have thought they would have got more than this, but 56 is okay. Most shots for Man City with 640, but Brighton and Southampton in the top 8. Fewer shots against, same sort of thing. Man City top with 227, and we've got Brighton and Southampton in the top 8 again. Most possession is just Man City at the bottom here with 51%. Most dribbles made, just City again, 4th place here with 618. Most clean sheets, we've got Man City with 19 for the season. Brighton had 12 in 5th place. And then fewest conceded, we got all 3 teams on there. Man City conceding 28, so defensively very strong. Southampton 46 and Brighton 48. Like I say, that is good for them. That defensively is very, very strong. So now let's run over the tactic just in case you can't download it. So in goal, we got a sweeper, keeper on defend. On the left-hand side, we got a full-back on attack. Pause it when need be because there's so many add-on instructions. Then on the right-hand side, we've got another full-back on attack. We've got a ball-playing defender on defend, alongside another ball-playing defender on defend. And in front of them, we've got a defensive midfielder on support, alongside another defensive midfielder on support. Same instructions, just tackle harder. On the left-hand side, we've got an inside forward on support. And the marked specific position, the left-hand side is going to be marking the right back. And the right-hand side is going to be marking the left back. Then in the middle of them, we've got attacking midfielder attack, alongside a shadow striker attack. Tactical style is a custom tick attacker. If you copy this here, in possession, in transition, out of possession, that is the tactical style. Mentality attacking, in possession, we've got attacking whip narrow, passing the space, focus down the left, focus down the right, passing direct to standard, tempo slightly higher, time wasting never, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, we've got a counter press, counter, dispute quickly, roller out. Out of possession, we got a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goal kick distribution, get stuck in, step up more and invite crosses on. And that is FM25, it's FM24, Heartbreaker 4240RM P100 ECC by Knap. So now let's check out the points where Man City got 86 points, Brighton doing really well with 70 points, and Southampton with 58 points. That is a total points tally of 214, but where does it come on the leaderboard? It comes in at 8th spot, another great tactic by Knap. Especially defensively, they only conceded 122 goals all season. This is a really good defensively tactic. Shame Haaland couldn't get a few games, but 214 points, a great tactic to try out, and just let me know how you got on with it. If you got any requests, please leave in the comments below. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. See you then.